My name is Joshua Peltier, and this is Communicate with Josh.
When you talk and you don't know what to say, if you speak and your thoughts get in the way, make sure that you don't catch a loss. Say what? Do yourself a favor and communicate with Josh. One time.
Communicate with Josh.
Two times. Communicate with Josh. Background. Communicate with Josh. That's me.
When you look into the mirror, what do you see? Do you see a strong, powerful, hyper-intelligent individual? Or do you see a person who is weak, who is lackluster, who lacks self-esteem, and whose confidence is really, really low? How do you communicate confidence? Believe it or not, this is something that I used to struggle with majorly. I used to have a serious stuttering problem to the point where I would be ashamed to read in class. I would act like my throat was hurting. I would act like I was sleeping. I would do anything to direct attention away from me to be called on to read. I remember doing plays and stuttering in plays. I was so ashamed. My self-esteem and my self-confidence was really low. But I was able to combat that with people who actually believed in me. And once they believed in me, I began to start to believe in myself. Then I started to trust what I was feeling. So then my confidence was through the roof. Now I'm at a point where I might be overly confident. When I walk to the room, I act like I own the room. And sometimes that could be trouble because everybody don't want you own the room. So I have to bring back and gain my composure. But understand me, it was a process for me to go from no confidence to having some confidence to being uber confident. Now, if you do not have confidence in yourself, no one will have confidence in you.
Nuggets!
You cannot lead people. You cannot tell people what to do. You cannot voice your opinion if you do not believe in yourself wholeheartedly. How do you communicate confidence?
It's important for me to be confident because I am a manager of not just people, but also programs and projects. And this station, I have to be the mediator, if you will, between the university that I'm licensed to, WCLK, and the staff who I am looking to make sure that they carry out the duties and the responsibilities of the station. We're getting ready to have our spring membership drive. It's called Membership Matters, and this is what we do 3 times a year, every year. So that drive is from March 29th through April 9th. We have to ask people to open up their wallets, first of all, open up their hearts to the programming and love the programming. And we assure that if they're listening to us, that they love us. But now we have to make sure that they understand that if they love us, why it is worth it to them and what's at stake when they support us. So we go out into the public and we ask some of our most ardent supporters if they will come join us from that time period, March 29th through April 9th, and help us raise money because, there's so many influential people. And so we have a cadre of influential people who are going to be joining us in this wonderful fundraising contest that we call Signature Serenade. And what happens is they come in with their particular jazz playlist. This is their top 20 favorite songs. They sit with our announcer, Deb Moore, on Signature Serenade and Jazz at Sundown in the evening. And that volunteer comes in and they play their favorite songs. They tell our audience why those songs happen to be their favorite. But even before they get there, they promote the fact that they're going to be on the radio station to their friends. If you talk to 20 people and said, give me your favorite top 20 songs, you're going to get 20 different lists. There's not going to be one list that looks the exact same because there's just so much jazz to choose from and so many interests and so many tastes in jazz. So that's what this contest is about. It allows us to play things for you that comes from one of our station hosts or our volunteer hosts that you may not have heard before. Some new music, maybe some of your favorite tunes are going to be on their list. People who are confident are often admired by millions of people. Folks think that you have to just be bright or smart, which you do. And people may think that you have to look a certain way, be a certain color, have a certain job, drive a certain car, but that's not necessarily true. Confidence is your package, is who you are, and it's how you project that package onto people who you are in front of, delivering speeches, delivering messages, people that you want to lead, people who you have to provide direction for or to, then you need to have that confidence because, heck, if they don't look like they know what they're doing, who's going to follow you? You have to go in there and sell yourself, and that's what confidence allows you to do.
Thank you so much, Ms. Williams. A woman who, when she walks into the room, her confidence is so bold and so magnetic, you automatically want to stand to attention and salute her. She walks to the room, she's nothing like this tall, but her presence is really magnified by how much confidence that she exudes. And it's not overwhelming. It's not to the point where she feels cocky or she feels like she owns everything, but she comes into the room and demands respect because her confidence is so true and is pure to her identity and who she is as a person.
My name is Wendy Williams. I communicate with Josh, and so should you.
She mentioned signature serenades, and yours truly, this guy right here, Break Your Leg, is going to be on Signature Serenades April 5th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on WCLK 91.9. I will be on the radio live, giving you all of my best jazz hits with the great and illustrious Deb Moore. Please tune in. It's going to be a pledge/fundraising drive for the station. We need you to donate, we need you to give back, and we need you to listen to the cool man himself, this guy. You can follow Communicate with Josh on Instagram. You can also email us at communicatewithjosh@gmail.com, and follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Communicate with Josh. Everything is communication, and communication is everything. My name is Joshua Peltier. I communicate with Josh, and so should you.
Boom, 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 boom.